After KPRC2 exposed a Houston-area personal injury attorney accused of stealing settlement checks from clients, several more alleged victims have come forward. They claim it happened to them too, and some of them haven't been able to get much needed medical treatment. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has continued digging into these allegations. He joins us in studio with the new details in this follow-up you'll see only on 2 tonight.
Tonight, David Lee Pettis is still licensed to practice law in Texas, despite additional allegations that he's stealing money owed to clients and leaving them in the dark. He says he'll tell his story in court or an appropriate legal proceeding, but records show he's dodging service of lawsuits, appearing to avoid the court process altogether.
HPD says a suspect crashed into several cars before getting out and firing on officers.
When Houston police chased a carjacking suspect in November, a crash followed by a shootout left Alexandra Alameda caught in the middle.
1 minute we came to a stop, the next we're on the other side of the freeway.
Her Volkswagen Tiguan totaled.
That suspect hit us, caused us to flip twice and land on the other side of 59. It really turned our whole world upside down.
Her husband suffered a spine and skull fracture, sent to the hospital for 5 days. She and her 8-year-old son left with concussions and bruises. After a 2018 crash, Alameda hired League City-based personal injury attorney David Lee Pettis. She says everything went great, but this time
it was completely different, and I didn't realize until it was too late.
What was so different?
He didn't ask me anything about physical therapy. He didn't ask me anything medically.
At first, she got fast responses, but as it got closer to Christmas, the communication dwindled.
I just blew up his phone, telling him I need guidance on my case.
She says he went silent, and she soon realized the case had settled for more than $60,000.
All the checks were sent to his house. He cashed them. He forged our signatures, and, he's nowhere to be found.
And you had no idea?
No idea. I didn't even know he settled. I had no idea. And not to mention, this is all on December 19th, barely a month from the accident.
Alameda isn't alone. We told you about these 3 alleged victims of Pettis in January. Alameda joining those 3 who say they haven't seen a dime.
She had no idea that the case had settled.
Now, yet another crash victim has sued Pettis, claiming breach of fiduciary duty and fraud.
She never signed off
on this settlement. No, she did not sign that document. She has denied that, and I have her signature. It does not look like that.
Attorney Brian Humphrey represents Amanda Balderas, whose 2021 crash left her with shoulder and neck injuries requiring surgery. State Farm issued this settlement check to her and the Pettis law firm for $249,000 nearly 2 years ago.
She hasn't had that surgery yet because she doesn't have the money. She has to go to work in pain.
He's told us that he looks forward to telling his side of the story in court, but it sounds like you've had some problems even serving him.
That's right. If he wants to respond in court, he's not showing that he's very enthusiastic about doing that.
Court records show process servers have tried to serve Pettis 2 malpractice lawsuits several times, but that he's either willfully dodging service or ignoring it.
He's been avoiding service. Our process server even saw him once. Mr. Pettis just ignored him and went back up the stairs into his house.
Humphrey alleges Pettis has violated federal law, has a pattern of racketeering, and multiple instances of mail and wire fraud.
This man needs to not be a lawyer, so he can't prey on anyone else. He should go to jail. Without doubt.
Alameda agrees. She reported him to the State Bar of Texas around the time our first story aired. Family medical bills have gone to collections, she says. Her husband is still having seizures, not getting the treatment he needs.
Not getting the funds that Mr. Pettis has taken has really just made this nightmare 10 times worse.
She's now part of a growing group chat of alleged victims, united by a man they trusted but now call a fraud.
Nobody is stopping him, and it's just how many other people have to get affected before something's done.
We reached out to David Pettis about these additional alleged victims who have come forward, and he denied their allegations, calling our story offensive and sensationalized. He wrote, "I also look forward to telling my side of the story in the proper venue, a court of law, and not in the press as they have clearly chosen to do here. It will be in a courtroom that I look forward to clearing my good name." The State Bar and Harris County District Attorney's Office continue declining to confirm or deny any investigations involving Pettis. He has not been found liable in this new civil case we've told you about. He hasn't received any discipline from the State Bar of Texas, and he has not been charged with a crime. But tonight we have an update on Jeffrey Herzik, one of the first victims we told you about. Records show Pettis and his law firm have been found liable in a legal malpractice lawsuit alleging negligence and breach of fiduciary duty. A Harris County judge signed off on a nearly $4 million default judgment after Pettis failed to show up or respond in court. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.